Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome. Myself, Prerna, on behalf of the Prime Minister's Museum and Library Society, Nehru Planetarium, welcome you all for today's webinar, Knowing the Universe Through Various Perspectives. And for that, we have a esteemed guest with us, Dr. Shibesh Kumar, Jazz Pacif. Dr. Shibesh Kumar Jazz Pacif is presently working as director at a newly established institute, Pacif Institute of Cosmology and Selfology, PICS, at Sambhalpur, Odisha, India. If we talk about his research and interest, he does his research in general relativity and cosmology, specifically on cosmological modeling, dark energy, parameterization, and observational constraint in general relativity and modified theories of gravity. He is actively working in science popularization. If we talk about his educational background, he did his PhD in mathematics, specialization, relativity and cosmology from Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, India in 2011 in Department of Mathematics, Faculty of Science. He has been awarded as NBHM Postdoctoral Fellow, Center of Theoretical Physics, Jamia Millia Islamia, Delhi, India, as a science popularization with the motivation to develop scientific temperament among children and all citizens. He is conducting science popularization program through some innovative ideas and action plans. In this direction, he also running an online program for popularization of science for school students and other enthusiasts of group 9 to 6 by delivering and arranging various talk and discussion related to astronomy, astrophysics, cosmology, biology, coding, and other forms of sciences. As an outreach program of CTP Jamia, he conducted 22 Taramandal program with the help of mobile planetarium, the inflatable dome and projector system, and audiovisual system for school student at government school and other special schools near Jamia Millia Islamia and other places. He is an educator, teacher, researcher, and scientist. And today he'll be speaking on us with the planetarium platform on knowing the universe through various perspectives. I, on behalf of Planetarium, welcome you, sir, for giving your precious time and talking on such an important topic. I think we all are very excited to explore this side of cosmology because, as we know, that universe teach us in many ways. So over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, madam, for providing this platform to speak in a large audience to the science enthusiasts. So, of everything you have told about me, now I will start my talk. And from the past several years, all over India, I am visiting to school, college, and universities, and speaking about the universe. That most people do not know about the universe, how to explore it, and that's why I'm trying to do something in this realm to say about the universe and developing scientific temper, consciousness growth, so that we can make a good society, a developed society, and science can be used positively rather than what most people think that science is destructive also. That's why we should know about the universe more and more. This is the way we can move forward. And so, for this, without delaying, we can start our talk. So, I think you can see the screen, all of you. Okay, so let us start the talk. So the topic of my talk here is knowing the universe through various perspectives. Why I have chosen this? Because knowing the universe, we are trying to know the universe. Not universe doesn't mean the only what we think about the space, but everything that I will explain here through various perspectives means we have a lot of perspectives. How and why we can explore it. So this is here. We can see the outlines of my talk here. I will give a brief introduction about the universe and why we should explore through diverse angles. Not only we have one perspective that is only scientific, but more and more the historical perspective also we should explore to come out from the a lot of dogmas and whatever the hypocrisies we have in our societies. Then we can explore it through astronomical perspective, physical. Also, we should think something about biological, psychological, and technological perspective. So, and also we can think philosophically, but that is a later part. That's why I will explain it later. And also we have interdisciplinary approach. Then we will explain something about the outreach and education, what we are doing now. This is the talk. So coming to the introduction, you can see about when we talk about the universe, the first thing come to our mind is star, planets, meteors, galaxies, and a lot of things that we can read, or in our textbooks also. We generally in the lower classes in school education, we just know about the earth, environment, the solar system, some stars. When we go move to some college, university, or if you have some physics subject, then you can learn something more about these areas of astronomy, astrophysics, and cosmology. So the universe, you can see, not only as we can think the only space science. It is everything that if you see, look at your body. Your body is made up of more than 60 chemical elements. All those chemical elements are made up of atoms. Those atoms are made up of, you can see, electron, proton, neutron, and those electron, proton, neutron are made up of quarks. So at this scale, and also there is another theory called the string theory. Then we can go up to 10 to the power minus 33 meter. So if you see that from the quantum scale and beyond to the classical scale, what we are seeing everything in the universe, to the largest scale possible, that is the galactic, intergalactic, and the scale of the universe. Everything we see, we can sense through our five senses, what we can hear, what we can see, what we can touch, what everything in this universe, from quantum scale to cosmological scale, all these are the constituents of the universe. And also few things what we cannot perceive through our five senses, that also the part of the universe, that may be matter, energy, or any form. So all everything you see, you can sense through your five senses, and beyond it, everything is the part of the universe. So let us explore the universe. But one, these questions come to our mind: where did all these stuffs came from? Is there a beginning? Or what are the laws governing it? How the universe works? What are the fundamental building blocks of the universe? And one more philosophical question is why we are here. All these questions we should explore. But what are the ways? There are various ways. Just if you see from our stories, in our, that I will explain here, in our stories or mythical stories, a lot of stories we have got from the news channel, movie, some serials, some movies, all those things. That those are some ways they explain. But the most advanced way we should ask through scientific revolution, through in the angle of, you can say, mathematics, logic, all those things we must explore the universe more rather than story based. Okay, and we must not blindly believe the preconceived notions what we get from our traditions. Just a story somebody told that it is written in the oldest book, and we just blindly follow whatever is written there. This is not the way we should approach. There is something, yeah, a very nice thing is written. Let us do this in this way. Let us do this in different way, so that this will uh, our explore our brain capabilities also. And this is the way we can grow. This is, we can say, the way of science, the experimentation, the explorations. These are the ways of science, and everybody should be a scientist. And one scientist told that every children born out as a scientist, but with the age we become some kind of dogmatic people also. But every children, if you see, they observe, they try to understand, they experiment, they think What is beyond this? If I will do this in this way, what will happen? So all these things are, we should explore the universe in different ways. Okay, so generally that's what I told you. You can see this is a quote, that this is very fascinating, that most people, if you see around your ways or in the movies specifically, most people think that the life is just work, eat, drink, sleep, and engage in various entertainments, and live the life and just die. Is it the life? I don't think so. And most people prefer to live in fixed patterns. Now you can see every year we just, everything is fixed. That the January 1st, what we will do, January 31, what we will do, February 4th, in the Holi, in Deepavali, in this, in that, whatever it is, just we think everything is fixed. Then again, same next year, again repeat, and the whole life is almost 60, 70 years we live in the same pattern. Just we develop the quality of the function we engage with, isn't it? But is that only life? Because we should understand what time is also. What is a calendar year? What is the time? If the rotation of the earth change, what will happen? Isn't it? We should explore. We should think beyond all these preconceived notions we have given. Okay, so this is why we should explore the universe through various perspectives, not only one perspective. And what are the significance? If you see, there are four intrinsic perceptions, that is artistic, commercial, scientific, spiritual. It is not related to what we study, art subject, commerce subject, science subjects, or some religion, all the spirituality. All, I'm not talking about that. These are some perceptions. The perceptions, what you see, take the example. You see, if you just believe on the historical books, old books, and just live a life, what kind of life we live? And if we use those things for our just to gain some socio-economic gain, how you can see, first picture you see, just you believe whatever you have told and live a life. What kind of life you will understand? You cannot explore the whole universe. Okay, but when you use a lot of concepts, then you will, this will lead to this, what actually we are doing in most of our socio-economic world. But when you go on reading, go on exploring, go on experimenting, go on understanding, you will explore the universe, you can see. Another aspect is this aspect we can see, just think what we are doing, and then go for another, just think, introspect yourself, and explore through science, through experimentation, whatever you can do. So these are the some basic ways of living or exploring the universe. Okay, take the example, just one more example I am giving you, that for example, take the example of a jungle. If a person, a poet is entering into a jungle, what the poet will see? He will see that there are some very nice environment, and he can write a poem there sitting under a tree. He can explain the natural beauty. Okay, or a photographer enter into a jungle, he take pictures of the wildlife, the jungle, the leaf, everything. Okay, the second way is, if a woodcutter or a businessman or a hunter enter into a jungle, he will use the resources for some economic gain. Then third thing, if a scientist enter into a jungle, a botanist or a explorer, what the person will explore there? He or she will explore the jungle through various scientific perspective. Some search some medicinal plant, search some new forms of life there, how things are related, the ecological environment. And the fourth one, we can see, if a very peaceful, normal, a very nice person, what you can say, very peaceful, who see totality of the existence, enter into the jungle, he will embrace everything in the universe, in the jungle. isn't it? So you can see these are the various perspectives. So let us explore our universe through different perspectives. Then we will approach it through multidisciplinary approach. Not only one perspective, but all the perspective what we can say. It is up to the student or a person who can explore the universe, explore himself or herself, explore the environment, explore the geography, explore the atmosphere, whatever his perception of thoughts, those in different ways. That is that they have to manage their time. They have to manage how to explore all these things together with our education, our job, our life, our family life, everything we can combinedly go through it. Okay, so these are some few views we can see: historical perspective, literature review, past experiences of others. You can see most of the old books we think those are the experiences of others, not you. If you read a holy scripture, that holy scripture is the literature written by somebody else, manifested by somebody else, not you. Okay, so this is, but we should explore that. Then astronomical perspective, you can locally observe in your naked eye the sky, you can see in the sky. Then you can go through a telescope, then you can go to an observatory, or you can do some other experiment whatever possible. Then physical perspective, you take a notebook and try to explain it through some theory, through some mathematics, through some logic, through some analysis, through some statistics, all those things, coding, all those things. These are some physical perspective. Then you also explore the universe psychologically. That is how the brain works, what is the sources of energy, what how this neuro in our bodies works, how the things works in the universe. And this is thinking introspection. Then technological perspective, use the of technology nowadays. Advanced technology, robotics, is the most advanced technology we have. The robotics, space exploration through rovers, that through robotics and supercomputers, quantum computing, now we have reached. So all these things we can use to explore the universe. Then also we must explore philosophically. That is the asking the fundamental question to ourselves, to engage in discussions with some scientists, some philosophers, to explore the universe fundamentally. What is the intrinsic nature of the universe? What is the true nature of reality? All these things we must explore. And all these things, all these perspectives here we can see, we can take it as a multidisciplinary approach. That is exploring the universe through literature reviews, through some philosophical questions, through science experiment, technology, use of coding, use of some softwares, quantum computing, then psychology also, consciousness studies, and also self exploration. That is, you can see the observer, we are the observer or the experimenter or the examiner. We are examining, experimenting, exploring whole of the universe. We are observing the objects in the universe, but we are not observing ourselves. That also a part of the exploration of the universe. I will show you a quote of a great scientist, that why we should explore ourselves also fundamentally. So all these things are the multidisciplinary approach towards the understanding of the universe. And these are the benefits you see. Astronomy is a beautiful subject. Once you truly understand the grand design and the vastness of the universe, your perspective changes. What perspective? If you have a perspective of beliefs only, that just whatever is written in some books or what we have got from the news, just only our perception, that will be changed and that should be changed. Okay, and we realize that how this some fictitious things, ego, jealousy, pride, because all these are worthless when you explore the universe vastly. Okay, and you can see, knowing the universe, these will broaden our horizon of thought at cosmological scale, at quantum scale, at classical scale, at the relativistic scale, at the galactic scale, every scale. If we explore nanoscale, so this will broadens our horizon of thought, and we shift from belief to understanding, understanding to experience. So these are some ways we can explore the universe, and this will naturally develop our consciousness level. That with the development of the consciousness, we will become better and better human beings, which is our uh, which is we should do. Okay, and human life is not just to lead the life of pleasure and pain. Most people seek only entertainment in food, entertainment in some living, entertainment in drink, entertainment in playing, entertainment everything. We should eat scientifically or knowledge based education. So we should learn about what is food. We should learn about everything from our. If you are playing cricket, learn something new from there. Okay, so in this way we can develop our thought, and this is our human, we can say, quest also. And if you see that I told that when kids look up to the great scientists the way they do to the great musicians and actors, civilization will jump to the next level. If here I have not mentioned, but if you search in the Google, you will find that we are in the type 1A civilization. What it will be if we jump to the type 2 civilization, type 3 civilization, type 4 civilization. These are some ways we can explore that if we will be in type 2 civilization, what we can do. Okay, anyway, so let us explore the historical perspective of the universe. If you see, if you explore whatever the stories you have told all over the world, in different regions of the world, in different uh, communities, that most of the stories are based on, you can see, one sun, one moon, few stars. Around we have some water bodies, that is called sea, and some sky. There is nothing like sky, isn't it? And but most of them think that this is the only whole of the universe, and everything is created in certain ways, or created by a creator, and all those things, these stories, and we just move in this way and live our whole life. But there are some people like you people enthusiastic who are attending this talk, when they say, what is beyond the stars, what is beyond the sky, सितारों के जहाँ कुछ और जहाँ और भी हैं. That means you should explore what is the beyond the stars, what we can see in the night sky, what is day and night, why there is day and night. When you try to understand all these things, you will enter into the realm of astronomy, astrophysics, cosmology, and try to explore the universe in different ways. And your world will change, your perspective will be changed. Now you can see most of the stories all across the world. Here you can see we have some this concept of heaven and hell. The first thing came into our mind: heaven and hell, this thing, that thing. You can see in India we have a concept. In Egyptian creation myth, we have Maya creation myth, we have 7 day creation, and we have Tibetan cosmology. Everybody think in different ways. These are not the only five or six ways of the creation myths. There are over 300 creation myths about the origin of the universe, and almost all are based on some local observation. Almost, I have not explored all the 300, but I have explored around 15 to 20 creation myths, and most of them I have found that they have mostly described with some local observation, and some have some deep understanding what we just learn. That when you go to Africa, you have some creation myths you can see here, like Unkulunkulu in Zululand, Mombo in Cuba, and on other places. In America, the famous one is Maya creation myth, Chorti creation myth, then Raven creation myth. In Asia, we have Chinese creation myth, Japanese creation myth. In Middle East, we have Islamic creation myth, and you see Sumerian, which was one of the advanced level. They have done some observations in the past several thousand years before ago. Before they have some observational through observational or experimental ways. They have observed the night sky and effect of on their Nile River. Then when you go to Europe, we have some Greek creation myth. In Indian subcontinent, we have Hiranyagarbha creation, Sankhya Yoga theory, and a lot of things you see. Okay, so a lot of theories are there, and what I have observed that most of the theories are based on local observation, some geographical view, some geological view, some atmospheric view, and some have some other observation and some deeper observation also, and also that depend upon the where they are living. For example, you go to the Middle East, there there is most of the area is dry, no water there. So they concentrate their focus on water also. When you go to some Tibet, they have extremely cold there. So their concepts are developed based on ice. Okay, so you see this how we can understand that. You see, this is the present Earth. Okay, so the sea and here some land masses you can see here, and here you see these areas are dry areas, very less water in these regions. Okay, due to some earth rotation, this depends upon the earth rotation, and you can see these areas how they are cold regions, they have different ideas. And this is not the only view. If you explore the geography, then you can understand this is the not the exact shape now, it is the shape of the world now, but before few crore years, 50, 60 crore years, this was the worldview. You can see this is called the tectonic plates. This you can see the tectonic plate theory. India was here. You can see this part region was attached to Antarctica. This part was here. You can see joined with this Africa. This proof also we can get. Then it took some crore years, and it moved from this place to this place is here, and now Himalayan is a just 7 to 8 crore years old mountain range. So when we explore this, then we can understand that how we have the told stories are, some stories are fake stories also. Okay, you see here we must explore the earth, the continental rift, how mountain builds, what is the atmosphere, all these things when we explore. And human civilization, their belief system, their habits in food, clothes, lifestyles, and what our traditions we have, all those are affected by geography. So it is the first in our school days. First we have explored the geography, then geology, then we go for astronomy. So the first we should explore everything through geographical point of views also. And also these are the phases of our earth in its formation. You can see here the present earth, but before this you can see these are the various stages of the earth. You existed here also, you are existing here now, you were existed here also. Your body, all the parts of your body were existed here also before the formation of the earth also. Okay, so you can see here most of the theories we have explored historically are anthropocentric, means we think that earth is in the center of the universe. We human beings are the most developed creature in the universe. We are the superior things in the universe. That is our called the anthropocentric view. And the sun is going around our earth, the moon is going around earth, everything is going around our earth. This is the anthropocentric view. When some scientists observed that, and they told that no, the sun is at the center and everything is moving around us. Heliocentric theory is called the helio means sun and heliocentric theory. And there were some consequences also. Some scientists faced a lot of trouble also. Then came the tachyonic theory. Then here, this is the tachyonic theory. Then Newton came. He told that there is no center in the universe. Okay, and everything, the infinite universe, concept of infinite universe. Then recently we have the Big Bang theory of the universe. This is called the Einstein universe. The Big Bang theory, that how universe came to exist. But this is not the final theory. This is the beauty of science. That science never claims that this is the end of the exploration. Science says that let us explore more. If we can develop some better theory than Big Bang theory, that will be accepted. So this is the beauty of science. So this is the present view of the universe. Before 100 to 200 years, we were thinking the universe is a fixed one. This is a finite universe that around 1 lakh light years only, the Milky Way galaxy only, because we can see some stars only, not beyond that. But now we know with our technologies, with our theories, with our understanding, that we have the view of the universe, 93 billion light years. So we'll move a little bit quickly. You can see human history is 2 to 4 lakhs years old, but the written history we can found only 6,000 years old. That what I have explored, that we can found in China and India. Okay, and the branches of studies are art, philosophy, science, spirituality at different times in different languages also. That also we have to explore. But we must have some logic, mathematics, and deep observation to understand the universe, to explain the universe. But which kind of history we should explore? And if you see in our school level, in our local level, we are mostly engaged through our media also. Only political, economical, traditional, cultural, religious, social, communal, dynastic histories only. In our families, in our societies, we just told about that these are the histories. No, these are not only the histories, these are part of the very simple part of the geography only. More is we can explore the geographical view, geological history, astronomical history, astrophysical history, biological, psychological, cosmological histories also. And to great extent, you can see. If you see this example, just see. If you blind people, they see the elephant from different angles and say this is the truth. The elephant is like a trunk, like this, like that, like the ear. But this is not what. These are the part of the truth. If you want to know what elephant is, you have to open your eyes. What eyes? Not only this our physical eye, but the eye of knowledge. We have to think differently. Just like you can see, this is also the truth, this is also the truth, this is also the truth. If you see one direction, you can see three concentric circles. Here, uh, this angle, you can see the circles in this way. If you see in different angle, you can see three lines, isn't it? So truth is we have to see everything in different angles, different ways. And in this way, when we do this, this will grow our consciousness level. This will explore the horizon. Our horizon of thought will increase also. And if you see in your locality that most people are confined to some region only, they just speak about that only this 1,000 years of old history. They do not think about the 20 crore years before what was there. Nobody speak. But it is the duty of all the citizens, all the students, all the enthusiastic people must explore what was before 20 crore years also, 200 crore years also, and 13.7 billion years before what it is. Let us try to understand. Okay, so these are some history. If we explore, just you can see just few thousand years, 30-40,000 years only history we can explore. But this is not the truth. We should explore geologically, biologically, how things are connected, how life are connected. So biological point of view, geological point of view, then astronomical point of view, how the earth came to exist, how the sun came to exist, astronomical point of view, and how the whole universe came to exist, the cosmological view. Okay, so when we explore these kind of histories, naturally you can think now when we have started our thought, our discussion, your thought was there, now your thought level you can see. So you see here astronomical point of view, when come to astronomy, what comes to your mind? Astronomy means star, planet, moon, meteor, constellation, galaxy, alien life, telescope, space, rocket, observatory, Mars rovers, Chandrayaan 3, all those things come to our mind, isn't it? So let us explore in this point of view. And when you enter into the realm of astronomy, you can see in the night sky when you see seven stars. But when you see, this is a local observation. When you see through a good telescope, you can see all these parts are full of stars. Not only stars, in between that you can see a galaxy. Okay, so these are some wonders in the night sky. You can observe through small telescope to large telescopes, and you can learn about the more and more through astronomical point of view. Okay, and these are the, when you see, you can see the three stars in the night sky. Local observation, you can see only three stars, and you can when you understand the astronomy, you can see this is the whole structure, Orion constellation. Not only Orion constellation, if you see through a small telescope, 5-inch telescope, you can see Orion nebula here, and you can see the view how these are some other other stars are, how they are born. New stars are born here in these nebulas. Okay, so in this way we can see through astronomical point of view. These are, you can see some zodiac signs. Whenever it is come to zodiac signs, you can see in Hindi news channels in the morning what they are saying. But those are actually, astrology is a pseudo science, not science it is. Okay, and you can see through the eyes of astronomy, you can explore various other constellations. We can, in astronomy, we generally think about the 88 known constellations we have, not only 12. And astronomy, it is not the aspect of only observation. We have also the theoretical aspects also, the how objects, how to understand the objects in different ways. So you can see objects of interest in astronomy are planets, moons, stars, nebula, galaxies, comets, etc. And the relevant phenomena, these are not objects. Generally we think that black hole is an object. Oh no, that's not an object, that's a phenomena. Supernova explosion, gamma ray burst, quasars, blazars, pulsars. These are some astrophysical phenomena or astrophysical objects, sometimes we say them. Okay, when you see here, astronomy is one of the oldest natural science, and the early civilizations in recorded history made methodical observations of the night sky. These include the, you can see, Babylonian, Greek, Indian, Egyptian, Chinese. All those have explored astronomy. When you see old literature, you can find astronomy in almost every civilization. You can see. These are the astronomical instruments you see: telescope, observatory, ground based observatory. These are the space based observatory. You can see in different spectrum of light how we can observe the universe here. Okay, these are some observations. Those are in search of exoplanet and the alien life they are trying to understand. Okay, when we think what actually these instruments do, all these instruments what we have explained here, what they do, they collect light and we study the light coming from those sources, isn't it? For that we have to understand the light spectrum, its visible spectrum, its infrared spectrum, all those things we need to understand. So we have to develop some physics also to understand the light. And uh, what are the methods? You see, these are some methods to measure the large distances. How they are? These are the parallax and some other methods are there. These methods we need to understand physically and mathematically, so that we can learn more through the eyes of astronomy. These are some, if you now some career perspective, I must say here that those students who have interest in observational astronomy or theoretical astronomy, those who are strong enough in mathematics, they can go to theoretical astronomy. Those who have some physical perspective, they are very good at technology also, they can move towards the observational astronomy. So these are some the spectrum of light here, and you can see radio astronomy, sub-millimeter astronomy, infrared astronomy through the different spectrum of light you can see here. Then X-ray astronomy, gravitational wave astronomy. Okay, so neutrino astronomy. These are the some branches of astronomy. Not only these are some other you can see astrometry, photometry, spectroscopy, galactic astronomy. I am not explaining all those in detail because we have some more slides I have. So you can see here some other branches. Here you can explore through the eyes of astronomy. Okay, and the physical perspective of the universe you see here, this include our classical view, that is classical mechanics. If we have a heavy object with slow motion, we can explain through classical mechanics, but heavy object with very high speed, you go to relativistic mechanics. Very heavy object, sorry, this is the you can see through some quantum mechanics here. Small object with slow motion, and small object with very high speed. This is our quantum field theory. So these are different perspectives, and laws of physics in quantum realm is different than our classical, and may be different beyond our cosmological scale also, that we cannot say. Okay, so different branch of physics you can see is the classical mechanics, thermodynamics, electromagnetism, optics. All these areas we need to explain the universe. When we try to understand the universe through cosmological point of view, we need classical mechanics, thermodynamics, electromagnetism, optics, quantum mechanics, relativity, nuclear physics, also particle physics. All these we need when we are talking about the astronomy, astrophysics, and cosmology. Okay, also fluid mechanics we need. Also few other areas you can see here, and some multidisciplinary branches are geophysics, geology and physics, geophysics, biology and physics, biophysics, that nanophysics now recently has taken some market here. And let us explore some astrophysics here. So astrophysics is the branch of astronomy that deals with the behavior, properties, change, motion, dynamics of all the celestial objects. Okay, so we have here stellar structure, evolution, how the galaxies came to exist, how black holes formation, high energy astrophysics. You see here how quasars, gamma ray burst take place. These are some astrophysical phenomena that we can explore through physics and astronomy. See, you can see different stages of star from nebula to red giant, and then again white dwarf or black dwarf or supernova explosion or hypernova explosion, how black hole forms, how neutron star forms, all these things. The stages of our sun. Sun is the birth of the sun. This is our present phase. How sun will be in the next few billion years. It will explode to a white dwarf star. Okay, so these are some astrophysical aspects. We can explore the universe, some astrophysical phenomena. Here we can some you can results we can get. You can see here how long do they live. You can see sun like star, their age is around 10 billion years. Red dwarf star, 1 trillion years. Red giant star, you can see how supermassive black hole, 100 to the power 100 years. Now we do not know a lot of things about this, but we must learn about this, isn't it? Through the eyes of astrophysics. You can see what happens in a sun, how much sun loses 6 billion kilogram of mass in 1 second. 4,800 new stars are born in every second. 10 stars explode, forming black holes and neutron star in every second in the universe. You see, these are very interesting facts. Some other facts you can see: gravitational wave. These are the how a black hole absorbs the whole star, and what we are, our position in the universe. All those things we can, in terms of frequency, energy, and all those things we can understand the universe. Now coming to the cosmology, this is my own area, and this is the most the vast area where you can learn all these things. Cosmology is the largest branch of science that take almost all aspects. So there are some different branches: observational cosmology and mathematical cosmology. Observational cosmology, here you can go through astronomy, astrophysics, and cosmological observations, and work on that. And mathematical cosmology, here you can go through some mathematical modeling. Creation myths already I have explained. See, so earlier cosmology was just thought as a philosophy, not science. But nowadays it is the branch of science, a core branch of science now. So this started not only here, earlier also people have started, but Hubble's observation that beyond our galaxy, he formulated the Hubble's law, then explained the expansion of the universe. Then came Big Bang theory. Then 1965 we have cosmic microwave background, and that probe is very strong, and our cosmology entered into the scientific area. Recently, just in late 90s, these people got Nobel Prize for explaining the accelerating expansion of the universe, that is due to dark energy. Okay, and this is the current view of the universe, that this is the most people think universe took birth, it is expanding, someday it will collapse. This is collapse in some far future. The universe took birth, and you can see go on ever expanding. This is the accelerating expansion here. This is mostly theoretically accepted model recently. And this expansion, this accelerating expansion, is due to the dark energy that mostly expected. And we are getting some evidences from the supernova explosions. Here you can see how supernova explosions we can observe, and they are in favor of this kind of model, okay, rather than this kind of model. So most people are believing this kind of model, but this is scientifically, we can say this is the most favored model of the universe. Now you can see in 1990s we have ground-based observatory, Hubble Space Telescope. In 95 it can see up to this level. Then in 2004 advanced that some change, Hubble's ultra deep field, Hubble's ultra deep field infrared. Here you can see now James Webb Telescope. It already started giving the data, and we have learned more about the universe. Okay, so the Big Bang theory, everybody heard about this. This is the most accepted theory, that how from the Big Bang to the present phase, from the Big Bang to the present phase, the universe expanded, and the view of the universe, how the atoms formed, how the galaxies formed, how the star formed, all this can be explained in the eyes of through the eyes of cosmology here. The cosmology, the standard model of cosmology is based on theory of relativity given by Albert Einstein, who was proved correct through gravitational waves, through the success of black holes, through the some concept here. These are successes of general theory of relativity. Some mathematical concepts are here. We don't have time to explain these. That in Einstein theory of relativity, left hand side is our Einstein field, left hand side is our geometry, and right hand side is our matter. So geometry is mostly explained by mathematics, and the matter is explained by physics. So in this way, we can explain the universe theoretically. Here, mathematical modeling, if you want to study this mathematical modeling, which is my own field here, so you have to learn relativity, tensor analysis, tensor algebra, then you can do some physics here and explain the universe. These are the evolution equations that can explain the our evolution of the universe. Okay, so these are some results that I'm not going through in detail. These are some mathematics involved in it. So cosmic acceleration and dark energy, that can be explained through dark energy. That there are, what are the candidates of dark energy? There is Einstein's cosmological constants, quintessence, phantom, k essence. These are some candidates of dark energy through which we can explain some phenomena of the universe. These are I'm not explaining in detail. So scalar field model, then we can see the cosmological parameters, the scale factor of the universe, Hubble's expansion, the dissolution parameter, density, pressure of the universe, equation of state parameter of the universe. These explain the universe cosmologically very nicely. When you enter into it, I can have some separate lecture on mathematical modeling of the universe. Okay, and further researchers, you can see the solving the Hubble tension, fatness problem, all these things you can go through cosmology. Relativity is the not only the gravity theory, other theories are also there here. Alternative theories, modified theories of gravity, you can explore these. So these are about our astronomy, astrophysics, and cosmology. So quickly, in just 5 to 10 minutes, we can explain other perspective, the biological perspective, that we should not think the universe just as an object, but astrobiology. That is, we can search for the alien life, life beyond the Earth. Also, there is a branch of science, cosmochemistry, that whole of the universe may be a organic unity, that cosmochemistry says. And when we try to explore the exoplanets, other planets, other alien life, other forms of life, not only alien, but some bacteria or any kind of extremophiles beyond the Earth, anywhere in our solar system or beyond our solar system. These are the search through biological point of view we can explain. Also, there is a theory, the concept, the hypothesis given by a scientist. There is a Gaia hypothesis that Earth is not just an object, but may be thought as an organism on which we live. But this is not a valid theory. Everybody do not accept it. This theory has a lot of criticism. Whatever the criticism is, leave it. But it is our duty to think that Earth is not just for humans. We this is the egological point of view. Or if we think we are supreme and all other are don't value, they don't deserve us. This is the view you can see. This is the ecological point of view. Then this is the view. So through point of biology, we must think our Earth, the whole of the universe. Okay, and these are some open questions in biology, that how life in the universe came to exist, not only the Earth. Do other forms of life in anywhere in the universe exist? that we must explore. These are some other point of view. Here you can see is the psychological perspective. This is not a branch of science, but we must think psychologically also, that how you just think why you are here in this talk, because you are a science enthusiast, you want to know the universe, isn't it? Some people don't are not at all interested in science. Why? We must think psychologically that why we are interested in cricket, and some people are not interested in cricket. Some are interested in dancing, and some are not interested in dancing. Why? That is the psychological perspective. So there is a book also, Cosmos and Psych, you can explore, and you can see this is a simple example: the Milky Way with Earth, Milky Way without Earth. The universe doesn't care whether the Earth exists or not, or whether we exist or not. Okay, so these are what's stimulating thought we have: cosmic insignificance. We are nothing in the universe, but we think we are everything in the universe. This is the cosmic insignificance, cosmic perspective, and well being. When we explore the universe more and more, then we have some well being. We can treat all the animals very well also. And cosmic curiosity, existential questions, these exploration take you towards the existential questions beyond the beliefs what we have. Astrobiology, impact of space exploration on human psychology. These have a lot of. Now you can see Chandrayaan 3 has launched, and many people, through whatever the media it is, through Facebook, WhatsApp, people came to know about the successes, that now we can also invest in our space exploration. Okay, so these are cosmic education and how it will develop our cognitive level. Now let us see through technological point of view. This is the advanced technology that led to, just you can see the example of Event Horizon Telescope. Event Horizon Telescope is the largest telescope. It is not a single telescope. Many telescope in the different part of the earth, they collaborated and took the picture of the black hole. Okay, so now quantum computing. Then here you can see these are the, yes, Chandrayaan 3. You see Chandrayaan 3, how this is the space exploration. Then here knowing the astronomy, how this move in the orbit the Earth, orbit the moon, then landed very safely in the South Pole. This is the Large Hadron Collider, the largest machine. You can see 27-kilometer radius. You can see here a machine is there to know to explore the particle physics. You can see here you can see Voyager 1. It is now going beyond our solar system. How space suit came. You can see I have a Wikipedia page. I will show you that how we can see the technological advancement and how it affects our knowledge of science. Now you see just simple example I gave here, use of science and technology. So one doha from Kabir, कबीरा लोहा एक है गढ़ने में है फिर ताही का बख्तर बने ताही का शमशेर. That means iron, लोहा तो एक ही है, but what you want to make, either you can make a sword, a gun, a bullet, all those things, or you can make a agricultural equipment, or you can make an astronomical instrument. That depends upon you. So knowledge you have, scientific knowledge you have, how you are using it, what is your perspective, you can see the universe and explore the universe through your eyes. So these are some philosophical implications, the limits of the knowledge, life beyond the earth, the origin of the universe, and also a question: what before the Big Bang? But before Big Bang is not a valid question, because time took birth at the time of Big Bang, according to Big Bang theory. But there are some other theories you can explore from the Penrose and other scientists, that this universe is not the only universe. There are multiverses also. some existential questions, space explorations, that how it will affect if we meet alien, how we should treat them, or how we can meet the aliens. Okay, so some metaphysical questions also there, some absolute meaning, what is the philosophy of science, why we should explore all these questions. And the interdisciplinary approach starts with this: why we study, why we study. Just to get a job, just to learn some facts, just to pass an examination getting 100 out of 100 and get a job in some government job, or lal batti gadi, whatever we are thinking. Those are the not the purpose of our life. Those are just the tools where we can explore the universe. If you are in a very nice position, you should explore the universe more. That is the purpose of our education. And this interdisciplinary approach lead us to explore the physical nature of the universe. You can see interdisciplinary approach, we just not to explore the physical aspects, physical nature of the universe, that is treating everything as matter, body, or energy. This has some advantages and some disadvantages too. That's why we can think about in terms of biology, mind, the living nature of the universe, then consciousness nature of the universe, mind and consciousness, through neuroscience, psychology, metaphysics, philosophy of the consciousness, exploring beyond our psychosomatic realm. Psycho means our mind, and somatic means mitti, means the earthly body. So the 10 directions and the 11th direction we can explore. These are some very nice quotes by great scientists that actually encourage us to explore from different perspective. But the first one is to explore through physical perspective. Neither we can become hypocrites like a lot of people they become. So the science, the day when science begins to study the non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all previous centuries with of this existence with the only physical phenomena we have explained. Nikola Tesla said. Then science cannot solve the ultimate mystery of the nature, and that is because in the last analysis, the observer, the experimenter who is experimenting, who is trying to know, is the part of the mystery. That's why this quote actually encouraged me to think beyond. And now I am working on a new area of subject called the selfology that I will explain in the last slide. And you can see these quotations are very nice quotations. Then exploring the outer universe and inner universe. This is there is nothing like in our physical term inner universe, but there are some. If you go through some literature, those are some very nice literature in psychology, that is introspection, meditation, psychology, philosophy. So this it is the inner universe we can explain. Not only that is the only in terms of this neuroscience. When you try to explore the your neural network, you can enter into this area and of the inner universe you can see. So what are the outreach and education you see? Just 2 3 minutes. So then we can have some questions from you. How we can uh, cultivate the how to develop the scientific temper, how to develop the curiosity among the students, how to develop our thought level. These are through some outreach education beyond our class education, what you are getting in our schools. The public lecture and workshops, what we are doing here, and planetarium and observatories. Every student must visit the planetarium, observatories, then science museums. They engage in exhibitions, astronomy clubs and societies, then citizen science projects, online resources and courses from YouTube. Also, you can learn a lot of things, but be careful from the because in YouTube and other areas also some people not authentic ideas are there also. So you must be careful on that. Then school outreach programs, you should engage astronomical events and festivals, Now Nehru Planetarium, they are doing a lot of astronomical events. You can engage there. This is my third lecture in Nehru Planetarium, and I must appreciate the people in from the in the Nehru Planetarium. And international collaborations. You can, one of my students now, he is collaborating many countries, and art and science fusion. Here you can see we must engage with the art also. Without that, we cannot grow very nicely. Okay, then also philosophy and metaphysical discussions. We must have some different kinds of people: scientists, philosopher, explorers, so that peaceful people, that so that we can have some diversity. Okay, so these are some outreach education we can involve, and we can explore the universe in different perspectives. So in the conclusion, I must say that knowing the universe through various perspectives, that it will tell that we should explore the universe in different angles, in different ways. Just we need to manage the time properly. Okay, when you are eating something, there also you can learn a lot of things. What kind of food you should eat for your better growth, that also part of learning. Astrophysics and astronomy, metaphysics also sometimes we can engage with, and we can learn more about the universe. So the beauty of science is that science is not perfect, but it can be misused. Just you can see science is misused to make atom bombs, to this kind of bomb. Now you can see there is no need of a lot of bombs and guns and all those destructive things, but it is the best tool we have, that is self-correcting itself also. If science is in the hand of good people, then it will explore the whole universe, from starting from the quantum scale to cosmological scale and beyond. But if it is in the wrong hand, then it will be only misused. So I hope this talk helped you to understand various perspectives of the universe, and I must thank Nehru Planetarium and Prerna Madam for inviting me. And this is all about. And if you have any question, you can ask.
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much, sir, for sharing such an illustrative presentation altogether. Because as much as I understand now, because working in the planetarium taught me a lot of things, because uh, I also came to know many of the things that universe is not only teaches us to study the sun, moon, planet, and star. It also teaches us in many way to contribute what we can contribute as an individual, as an conscious being,
Yes,
because we came to this earth with some purpose, and that purpose is not only to gain the bookish knowledge, but also in what positive way we can contribute to the well-being of the country, nation, and whatever in which society we are living in. So in your presentation, I really appreciate the point which you have highlighted, that everything will come and go. There's nothing permanent. Sun is also not permanent, the planet is also not
yes,
permanent. Only people will remember the good things we do. So science teaches us in that way, in a very like a wider perspective. It teaches us to be the good, to serve good, and to create, to think out of the box. So thank you
yes,
for such a brilliant presentation, sir. And now we are open to take some of the questions.
yes,
Anyone would like to comment, anyone would like to have any clarification on the doubt, please feel free to write on the chat box, and I'll be highlighting
yes.
uh, those questions.
Yeah. In between, we can see, just I wanted to show, you can see this Wikipedia page here, how technological development occur from the early 20th century in 1900, how the 1950s, 60s, the moon landing, and USSR and USA were only doing these programs. Now India enter into the program, and now in you can see in 1990s, 90 2010s. Now recently you can see the last one is 23rd August. We have the Indians. We reached the south pole of the moon. So these are the development, and you can see explore this website also. My institute, what I have just started to explore the universe through various perspectives. Anyway, that is you can learn. So now I have a few questions I can.
So we have one question. Science Genie Group. Sir, our question is related to the cyclic theory of universe origin according to our Vedic knowledge.
Yes, yes, there are that I told you that there are many nice literature that I'm saying in Rig Veda. I have gone through a lot of literature also. I have explored some Upanishads also, then Tao Te Ching from Taoism and Buddhist theory. A lot of theories I have tried to explore, and I have found this cyclic theory as a some meaning. And also recently Penrose, who got the Nobel Prize for that black hole research, that he told that universe is our universe. Big Bang is not the beginning, but the end of the previous universe. This there is a cyclic theory. If you see quasi steady state cosmology, also there is a cyclic theory, and what explained in our Vedic science, that that has immense importance because they have explained. But at that time we don't have this kind of mathematics. We can prove that theory mathematically. Now we can prove. If you have very much interest, you can go through it and you can explain the cyclic universe. And the cyclic universe, why? Because when you see the sun, you can take the age of the sun is 10 billion years, right? So before 6 billion years sun was not there, but the material already present there. Now the sun is here, and after 10 billion years, sun won't be there. But we cannot say the every atoms, every element in your body now will be spread into the space, and again it will gain and form another star, and then planet. Then again you can become. The same thing may happen with the universe. Okay, what we are calling universe, their multiverse theory now people are trying to propose and also explain in some literature, old literature. So those literature in Vedic cosmology, maybe there are some literature some people have researched in different way. We do not know. Let us. That's why I am saying exploring different ways, not only one way. I hope you have understood that.
So we hope that you got the clarification on your doubt. Still, if you have anything to ask, please feel free to write it. We have another question, sir. Sir, in your opinion, does extraterrestrial life exist and why? Also, he have in continuation, sir, do we have the exact picture of black hole?
Yeah. The first question you see, alien exists. Now you just think, because that is the horizon of thought that I am telling you. That I told you, most people think that this is the only horizon of thought. Now you see, out of 300 billion, 300 to 400 billion stars, sun is just one star in our Milky Way galaxy, in the corner of the Milky Way galaxy, and it has planets and moons, a lot of total 172 objects in our solar system. And the you can see Goldilocks zone, our earth is in the Goldilocks zone to sustain life. When the sun will increase its size after 200 crore years, it will increase its size. The Goldilocks zone may shift, and maybe the Mars or the moon, some moons of the Jupiter and Saturn may harbor life. That may be possible. Light, just like our Earth, maybe Titan will become just like our Earth. We do not know. Similarly, you see in the horizon beyond our galaxy, now you see how many galaxies. There are more than 1 trillion to 2 trillion galaxies are there in the universe. Now you can see a rough calculation says that our in our exobiology research that out of every five planets, we one planet can have sustain life, or out of every five star, one star can sustain life. Now just think how many planets, total number of stars in the universe, we can calculate roughly. One takes 23 zero, so that around 100 crore of crore. Now you see this amount of stars, and just reduce it, just delete five zeros. That amount of uh, stars may sustain life according to our calculation. Now you can see how can you, and also you can see, you go to the sea, you go to the Pacific Ocean, and take a glass of water from there, and you take that glass of water and say, oh, there is no shark in the glass, so there is no shark in the ocean. Just like we are saying, if in the universe is so vast that we are just exploring a very small part of it, and we say there is no life, this is like just like this. I hope this is, you can understand. And also the but second question was about the black hole. But second, I couldn't see the question. Can you please show?
So, do we
Yes.
have the exact picture?
Yeah, that we are doing research. If the scientists are doing research, we have first black hole theory was proposed in Albert Einstein proposed in 1916. Then people started to work. Then many people they were against the black hole. There is no such thing as a black hole. But the technological advancement, they got the image of the black hole, not exact image, but the event horizon. And you see, now we have some picture of black hole. In the next 20, 30 years, you see, we may have a very nice picture of black hole. And also, there is a concept white hole also, that is considered to be the opposite of the black hole. Maybe this is not proved, but in the next 100 to 200 years, we can prove that. Any more question?
Yes. I hope you got the clarification because we got, thank you, sir, from, he got the clarification because the first question we took it with Science Genie. He said, thank you, sir, for the explanation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Pratyaksh Malhotra. Sir, is it possible that at the end of universe, all black hole will merge together and the singularity at center will become so overloaded that it will be form the basis of next Big Bang explosion? Such
Maybe.
very, very hypothetical situation, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is the very nice thing. Students actually they try
very,
to
very,
explore. This
very big.
question
This is
most
the
of,
beauty of science, actually. This is the
yes,
beauty of science to think out of the box.
yes, yes. Just you can see the what is the picture of no, sorry, the about the black hole. You can see the life of black hole, the age of the universe. Just we are proved that 13.7 billion years. Now the James Webb Telescope again, the data that it is going towards that we may have the universe more than that. Okay, that some papers are coming that universe may have the age around more than 20 billion years, and maybe it will prove that there is no big bang. There are also theory. I have also got theoretically some no big bang universe without big bang also. But here you can see that about the black holes, maybe that you can see black hole, it will in the, for example, supermassive black hole, in the center of a galaxy there are supermassive black hole, it will may engulf all the stars, and it will what happens then, black hole radiation theory is also there, so that is against this. Okay, if we have Hawking radiation, if we have, that means when a galaxy take a lot of material, it spurs out all the material outside it. So maybe that happen, or whatever question is, that may happen. That is the heat death theory is there, and also we may have in the near future the some trillion, billion, and trillion years later, everything will. There is a theory black hole. Some I forgot that everything will be black hole only. There will be black holes uh, uh, across the universe, and that may again that black hole collide, and this again. What happens? What your question is? I we do not know. You do research on that better.
So I think now this is your responsibility to search and serve the science community in terms of your
Yes, yes,
research.
yes,
So
yes,
he's also put the message, sir, that he will be excited for the presentation in future, probably on this black hole.
yes, yes, sure.
So any other question any would one would like to ask? Please feel free to write it because I we got many. Thank you for the explanation, sir. So we
So,
everyone who have asked, they have writing it. Thank you for the great.
any other question if you have, you can
Any
ask.
other question? Yeah, feel free to write it.
So I hope all of you have enjoyed the talk. And now, if you are school student or college student or you are doing PhD, you must explore the universe through different angles. Whatever, I am not saying that everybody should go all the angles, but whatever your
Yes.
major interest, you must explore. But your exploration should towards positive way. That I don't want anything negative. I think everything in a positive way, only constructive. So I hope we can end the session if no questions are there.
Yes. Yeah. Pratyaksh. Yes, sir. I will do some work on this theory. I will be needing your help in this.
Yes, sure, sure. Yeah, in my that I told you, I'm offering now in very soon. I'm offering some positions, some project fellow positions in my institute, and anyone those who want to do research in cosmology, relativity, and some areas of astrophysics and relativity in astronomy, they can contact me in near future.
So I think with this we'll wrap today's session.
Yes,
First of all, thank you, Sibesh sir, for such a brilliant presentation altogether. Also, we got a wider perspective of universe, as the title says it, universe through various other perspectives. So we came to know about the all different dimension of science in totality. Uh, Also, I would like to thank all the active participants who were like actively involved from the time we started from 3, and now it's almost like 1 hour 20 like 5-10 minutes, so they were still engaging with the conversation and they were
yes,
actively writing their questions. So thank you for your active participation. These, as sir told, that these discussions, workshops, webinars are meant to the certain audience, like people who are interested and enthusiastic about the topic and subject. So we really feel that some kind of a purpose Nehru Planetarium is helping in this direction. So we really hope, sir, that in future planetarium also would like to host several other workshops and offline sessions with you, probably
yes, yes,
whenever we get chance at the planetarium, so that students can get opportunity to interact with you in personally.
yes,
So
yes.
thank you. So we will
Thank
definitely
you,
plan in coming future. So thank you everyone. Do
thank,
take care of yourself. Thank you, sir, once again on behalf of Nehru Planetarium. We really thank you for your precious time and this beautiful presentation. Thank you, everyone.
thank you,
Still,
thank
anyone
you.
have any doubt? The online people, feel free to write us to Nehru Planetarium. We certainly uh, share your doubts and questions to Sibesh sir so that he can reply to your queries. I have posted email ID of Nehru Planetarium in the chat box. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.